Hi people, welcome here. If it's your first time, karibu, that's what we say here. Karibu just means welcome to my channel. Thank you for those that have been around, those that are subscribing, those that are viewing my content and even saying something or just giving it a thumbs up. You don't know what that means to me, so thank you so much. I'm just here with another video. I think you've seen the title. It's just about portion control, which I've been doing. I've not had challenges for a while. Like I used to do OMAD challenges and IF challenges. Now I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just doing portion control and exercise. So there hasn't been anything dramatic to report to you guys about, but I'm still continuing with my weight loss journey. I told you I was not going to give up, and that's I meant what I said. So today I just want to share what I think I've learned on the journey. I'm learning a lot of things, by the way. There are things that are just, it's called non-scale victories. Things that I'm learning that I didn't know existed back then. I have not learned all my life. So today I just decided to share, to just show you guys what I've been up to and I mean share what I have learned along the journey so far. And specifically portion control. So recently I have done true genuine portion control. I thought I used to do it, but not really. When I was doing IF, I used to think it's portion control and everything, but not really. So recently my husband is the one that has now stepped in and tried to help me to really portion out my food, and I've just realized, yeah, I used to eat a lot, you guys, and I'm just learning a lot. So now I'm learning how much is enough, what is hunger, and just learning a lot of things. So today, allow me to share with you 4 things that I have learned from this journey of portion control specifically. Okay, so number 1, I'll say bloating. Bloating has been a huge thing that I have learned. So I rarely bloat nowadays, ever since I started now doing serious portions. Just I sometimes I use the fist size, but really just most of the time just asking my hubby if the food is okay. But mostly people say you do a fist size of carbohydrates, and I think a palm size of protein, and then as much vegetables as you have. Sometimes some people say you do half the plate of vegetables, a quarter carbohydrates and a quarter protein. So this is what I've realized. I don't bloat anymore. So you guys, this is embarrassing, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Back, before I now did the portion control, after every meal, I'll be bloated. Sometimes I'm bloated since like after dinner in the morning, I'm waking up still bloated. My tummy is like big every time. In fact, to be honest, after eating every time, I always have a bigger tummy. My tummy grows in size. Not a little, a lot. Sometimes, in fact, when I have to go somewhere, I need to eat it before I go. I decide I'm not eating, maybe because if I eat, it will show on the dress or whatever it is that I'm wearing. So recently, I'm just realizing that I have a flatter tummy even after eating. So, but it's a big deal that I've learned from bloating. It's a big deal that now I can eat and not feel full and not feel stuffed and not feel bloated, not feel just sick because of eating a lot of food. So that's the first thing I've learned. And then I'll say number 2 is actually learning what being full or being hungry means. Because you guys, I'm just one of those people that eats because it's time to eat. My hubby keeps telling me this. He knows that when it's time to eat, it's not necessarily you don't eat because you feel like it's time to eat. Are you hungry? Do you feel like you need to eat? Do you feel like you're full? Do you need to reach, when you reach a place where you feel like you're full, do you stop? I never understood all those things. But I'm like, well, there's food on the plate now, I need to finish this food. You understand? And so you'll be like telling me these things that I'm not understanding, but now I really do understand. Because after eating, for instance, 2 slices of bread in the morning, and I'm good till lunchtime, I'm really just, my tummy is okay. I'm not like hungry, And so I feel good right now. I understand what hunger is. I understand what being full is. Because when I used to be those people that just eat until you're starved, you're feeling uncomfortable, you're feeling full, just that feeling of. And so I'm realizing that I can just do with, I think, a quarter of what I used to eat before. Okay, say half, and even just a quarter. So because I have learned now what hunger means, and I have learned what being full means. So sometimes when I don't feel like eating, I just not eat. I just don't eat. So I think that's a big thing also, because this is habits that are changing. So as I continue with the weight loss journey, I realize that the habits that I've learned for a long time. Because I think where I come from, you don't stop eating until the food is over. You know, my mother would be like, you have to finish everything on that plate. As I grow older now, I'm just realizing, no, you don't have to finish it on the plate. You can serve. I remember Happy kept telling me in the past, serve a little, and then if you feel like you need to add, you go back. And I'm like, no, I just need to serve all of it right now. So yeah, that is the second thing that I have really learned with this portion control issue. And then the third thing, and this is a big one, and again a very embarrassing one, is the gas issue. So bloating is brought about by gas, and I used to be very gassy. I'm normally a very gassy person. From the time I was like in high school, even in camp, in the university, even I think in primary school, I've just always been gassy. You know, I always just have gas. I always just release gas. I'm always just, you know, just gassy all the time. And I used to think it's just part of, you know, it's just the way it is supposed to be. But now I'm realizing, no, I don't have gas anymore because of eating less. So I don't know the relationship between a lot of food and being gassy and bloated, but just I need to find that out. I need to research what the relationship is. But I'm no longer gassy. I'm no longer uncomfortable to live with, if you know what I mean. I just no longer feel the need to. And I think that's a big one. Number 4 is now I'm really learning the habits that were making me to be the way I was, if you can understand. Like now I've just realized that I snack a lot. I used to snack a lot. I think that's one of the main reasons why I'm big in the first place. Because, so I've just noticed now doing portion control, because one of the things I'm doing is portioning out my food and then not snacking in between meals. This is again the work of my husband. He told me to do that, and I believe that he knows what he's doing. So now I don't snack in between meals. And so I've realized even not snacking makes me, I've realized that snacking, because what I would do is when I'm cooking, I'm just testing food. When I'm, making food for my kid, I'm just testing it. There's a lot of eating before eating. You know, you guys, I'm sure you understand what I mean. And so right now I don't have to do that. I have said no, I'm not going to do that. And so even with the portion control of realizing, oh wait a minute, there was a lot of food that I was eating before it's time to actually eat the meal. So now I'm just learning habits that were making me eat more, want to snack, want to eat, want to consume a lot of food. So I say that portion control has helped me to curb that habit and just put it, because I now realize the portion that I'm serving is less than even what I used to consume before the food comes to the table. Do you understand? Like, I'll just eat, say, if you know what a chapati is or roti, I'll have one chapati when I'm making it, one or even two sometimes. Embarrassing, 2 of them. And then when food comes to the table, I still have to have 1 or 2, and that I didn't realize that it was doing much to me. But now I'm like, what? So this portion right now is just enough for me. And so if I continue eating in the kitchen, if I continue, biting even during the day between meals, I'm doing damage and disservice to my body. So so it is one thing that I have noticed, that I'm breaking habits, I'm unlearning habits, I'm watching what I eat for real on a serious note. And so I think portion control has really changed my life. I just didn't believe that you can eat that much food and just be okay. And so I haven't even counted calories. I was hoping not to count calories, but I'm just realizing that I was eating more. And so I'm enjoying this journey of portion control. Well, okay, to be honest, I'm not really enjoying. Sometimes I feel like I wish to just eat the way, binge the way I used to. But the things I'm learning, what I've told you guys, the things that I'm learning along the process are making me realize, wait a minute, this is a serious habit. This is a serious issue. It's much more than even just weight loss. It's much more than what I'm doing right now, the journey I'm on right now. Because I'm unlearning things that I've learned for all my life, basically. Because I mean, you wouldn't serve me that much food and I'd be okay a few years or a few months back. No, I wouldn't be. But now it's something I'm learning and I'm like, wow. So yeah, weight loss is slow, but now these are non-scale victories for me, and I'm enjoying learning things about my body, things about how the body works, the processes of the body, what happens when you eat this meal, what happens when you don't eat, all that. So those are the things that I have learned, and I was just like to encourage anyone out there that let's watch our portions, because it just adds up. It just adds up, and it's like everything really. When you take care of your portions, when you take care of the habits, you're good to go for the long haul. You're good to go, because these are things like fasting and IF and working out. These are strategies, yes, to lose the weight, but what you do afterwards for the long haul is now the habits. What habits have you built? So I hope I have encouraged someone to just do something about portions. I'll keep updating you guys about now what I'm eating, the portions specifically, maybe show you a day of what I'm eating now, because I'm much better now. And so I really hope to keep inspiring you guys to be able to watch your portions. Otherwise, thank you for watching, you guys. I really appreciate when you like my videos, and just comment down below if maybe you have a tip, or maybe you have a comment, a remark about maybe what I'm doing. Just feel free to just say something. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I'm on a weight loss journey to lose 44 pounds, and I'm hoping that I can get you guys to subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.